So you may recall my video where I opened and installed a mill-spin magazine extension on one of my demo magazines. In posting that, I got informed that for the price of one extension, I could buy at least one, if not more, magazines. Now that is definitely true. So apparently, rather than have more capacity, you should just reload. Reloads are where it's at, right? So then I went and did a video. I was practicing doing reloads with this one. Now you can see the evidence of a little bit of drops on this one. I was actually practicing with full mags so that it would hit the ground seriously when it's got a lot of ammo in it. I think that's probably the hardest use case for one of these things. Posted that video and then I got told that reloads are bad, especially if there are elephants present. Gotta watch out for that. So I actually got killed twice in the streets already this week. Damn! Because of that, I decided I need to pick up 2 more magazine extensions to try. So we'll set this aside. The first one that I got was the Industries EMP enhanced magazine pad that claims +5 rounds on 9mm magazines, and the other is the Shield Arms +5 magazine extension. The Industries, let me grab that, I got from Midway, and it was, let me check my pricing here, I think right at $36. Now the problem is, of course, once you factor in taxes, shipping, all that other stuff, then that 39 bucks very quickly becomes, anger levels increasing, and we're getting somewhere. Yeah, $36 very quickly becomes, once we throw in tax and shipping, something like $43 to get the EMP magazine extension. Now, as you see, it comes with everything you see here. Base plate, spring, instructions. So we like instructions. Instructions are always good. Oh, let's see what we got. Tools and things. The base plate itself. So, interestingly, this is looking in concept sort of like, I guess, the mill spin where there's a single pin. But for this one, I'm seeing a hole here and a hole on the back. And there are directions, sort of. Not compatible with 10-round magazines. Please follow only the recommended installation instructions. Doesn't really exactly go into it though, does it? Curious. Well, we'll figure it out. So I've got a couple of my other magazines here. So I think the strike one is going to go on magazine number 2. Now I have been testing out most recently a set of tools from, and let me see if I can find them here, Fix-It Sticks. And one of the things they've got is a magazine tool, like a little tool to get magazine base plate off. Looks something like this. Now, then the question is, can we put it in there? What do you guys think? Is this going to do it on camera? Not the first attempt. Maybe second? Yes. Look at that. So much easier than putting it on the table. So, thus far, by the way, guys, I'm really liking the Fix-It Sticks, but I don't think I'm ready for a full review yet. Now, don't forget, when you go pull a base plate off, put your thumb over so that we don't shoot ourselves in the face, or in this case, shoot ourselves in the camera. I'm going to set aside, because we won't be using that insert. We will need, obviously, the follower. Now, let's see. Take out the spring. Remember, the pointy end goes towards this pointy end. Make sure it clicks in. There. Then we're going to shove that in, make sure that it fits. Now, for my curiosity, before I even slap this together, I'm going to make sure I know what I got going here. I'm assuming that plate's going to sit like that. That's going to go like that. Thoughtful of them to already include blue Loctite and an Allen wrench. Super, super nice of them. Survey says yes. Okay, so that's threading in properly. So I'm good to go with that. Let me just unscrew that. I don't really know what that hole is for. I'm kind of curious, but anyway, let's cram the spring in, hold it with our thumb, so once again, no face shooting. We will slide the base plate over. Okay. I like it. Yes, that's going in. Got a nice outward angle so you can actually use the Allen wrench and not do anything weird, which the mill spin didn't have. I don't know if you guys remember that. It was a little goofy. So I'm giving this one higher marks already than the mill spin in that regard. Two things I should mention about the mill spin before I actually mention anything else. One, it is now way more expensive than any other extension on the block. Like that, I think it's right around $70 or $75, and that seems obscene to me. Two, there's at least one situation where I was playing with it where it did not have enough force to lock the slide to the rear, so that was an issue as well. Other than that, it stayed on. It's not giving me any troubles, so I think I'm sort of happy with it, but not amazingly happy with it. Now, one thing I will mention about the mill spin, guys, it's made in the United States, so I get it. Like, it's much more expensive to have a US made item than it is to have overseas made. So, you know, from that perspective alone, I gotta say, all right, I get it. Made by veterans, made in the United States, like not made in some sweatshop overseas, but pricey. I know everybody here wants their money to go further if they can get it to. So we'll just set those there now. But my initial look at the EMP, guys, I don't hate it, man. It looks pretty nice. Now, obviously, the proof's in the pudding. We're gonna have to do some drop testing and everything else. But so thus far, the initial install looks pretty freaking good. Let's set those aside and let's go get the shield arms. Now, the shield arms I got from Brownells, +5 magazine extension, by the way. And a friend of mine has one. Looked interesting to me, so I figured I'd give it a shot. He's had good success with his. Now, I should mention that the shield arms does have a little more complication to it. The shipping from Brownells was crazy expensive. The original price of this part is just under $40, something like $39 and some change. Once you add in tax, shipping, all that other stuff, this came out to, on my credit card, to $52. Whew, okay, but that said, came in a nice box, like it was nicely packed, wasn't lost, anything like that, so I cannot be mad because I certainly got it. Side story, having nothing to do with anything. That Strike Industries magazine extension that I ordered, not the first thing I've ordered from Midway in the past month. Earlier, I ordered one of the Radiant Arms Afterburner Ramjet combos, and they shipped it to me UPS Mail Innovations, and apparently it's still shipping. I'm like 13 days down or 14 days down, and it is lost. Now, Midway, to their credit, when I called them and complained about it, they said, hey, no worries, we got you. What we're going to do is we're going to refund it, and our apologies. So I think somewhere there's a mailman who is the proud new owner of a comp for his Gen 5 Glock 19. God love him. Congratulations to you, sir. And of course, now I can't even order them because they're all back-ordered, pre-ordered again. So in the future, I'm going to have to wait, and maybe I'll join the comp kids at some point. I'd love to. So let's see. I got a little pin, magazine base plate, 2 different Allen wrenches. Yeah, see, my friend, Vice Grip, he warned me that this was more complicated than some of the other stuff out there. So I think this is the one that goes here, and that screws up and blocks the base of the magazine. That is going to end up with some blue Loctite on it, I'm pretty sure. It does screw flush. Still gonna blue Loctite it, because you know me and blue Loctite. And then, once you've got that on the magazine, then we can slide the spring and everything up, put the base plate in place, and then put the bigger piece in to hold that. Complicated, but once again, you can remove the springs much more readily and easily than you can with other stuff. Oh, blue Loctite, where are you? Okay. Yep, I'm gonna be that kid. Blue Loctite again. So, I think I understand how that's gonna go. Magazine number 3. Let's find out if my Fix-It Sticks magazine tool that time was a fluke, or if it, oh, look at that, so easy. Oh, man, might be worth its weight in gold just for this. Like I said, not a review on the Fix-It Sticks setup, but man, don't hate them. So let me set this aside, same thing, don't get shot in the face, that would suck. Set that aside, take the spring off. I'm gonna put the spring on. There we go. Actually, I don't even think I need to do that. I think I can do this first. Yeah, that's on good. Or will be on good. There we go. Okay. So even without that pin, I don't really think this is going to go anywhere, but obviously I'm still going to do my due diligence and put all the pins in place, but that's impressive. I'm just going to put the tiniest little bit of blue on there. Doesn't need to be crazy. Okay, and since I got blue Loctite on there, I'm not going to crazy crank that down. I think that's enough. So that's the stop pin. But like I said, with the tabs, the way they interact, I think this thing's going to stay on pretty good. So, and now obviously we need to do the spring. We're going to cover it with my thumb to avoid any face shooting. I'm going to put another little drop on here. And then I'm going to screw down the base plate retainer. So guys, I really like this. I think of the three, just from purely like being appreciative of what you're getting, I think I like the Shield one the best. It is a little more pricey, and obviously when we factor in the Brownell's shipping, it starts to crush us. But guys, I don't hate that one. I don't hate that one. So I'm gonna be testing both of these and probably some more with the mill spin. I'll give you guys a final result, or a final verdict, I think, sorry. Once I'm done, we'll see. But like I said, I didn't hate the mill spin. I don't hate it, don't get me wrong, but man, for at this point, $75, it kind of needs to come with strippers and burritos, guys. Like and when we got, you know, 39, 37, 39, factoring shipping, but these might be the ones, so we'll see. I'm gonna do a lot of drop testing, a lot of reload testing with them, and we'll see which one I like. Probably whichever one wins my little shootout, I'll end up putting those on the magazines that I actually carry if I can make sure they behave. I think more capacity is never a bad thing. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna cut this off for here. I know it's been going a long time, so appreciate you guys watching, and heck, even if you hated it and you're still watching, I appreciate you. You guys take care, stay safe.
Get him, Jay.